Hey guys, welcome back. We're going to be doing some more work on our little Suzuki Sierra with the GTI swap. From the last video, you could see that the drive belt was quite loose. I have tensioned that and the voltage on the alternator is still quite low, sitting around about 12 volts and is not capable of what it should be doing. We are going to be replacing it with a brand new component there. This is from a EL Falcon. So it is 110 amps output on this one, where the standard Sierra one or the Suzuki Swifts are about 45 amp output. I have already done the EFEL Falcon upgrade on the vehicle here, and that was just with a used component which has since failed in time. So with that, we'll get stuck into it. We'll pull off the intake pipe again, take that out of the way, and then we'll look at getting better access to the alternator. And just with the side note there, this is the clip that locks onto there. Every time you get that clip off to take the plug off, just make sure you put the clip back on. Otherwise, if you lose it or it flicks off, you are never gonna find it. So you put it back on. Pretty easy peasy. You can see it's all clicked in there on that side. So all you have to do when you go to put the airflow meter back on is just click it straight in, and it will lock in straight away, no stuffing around. Alright, I've got the area removed, the air intake and the air box is now taken out. Now we've got a bit better access to the alternator there. Now the reason why I chose to do a Falcon alternator upgrade on the little Suzuki is because of the accessories that I plan on running with the vehicle, as well as the accessories that are already fitted to the vehicle. This includes spotlights, winch, reverse lights, UHF, fridge, all that stuff. So I thought it'd be a great way to boost up the voltage for the vehicle to deal with all that stuff. Yeah, so we just got a couple of bolts to undo now, just here. And another one just up there that'll just allow tension to come off the belt again, and there'll be one down at the very bottom to take that out. Now, since we're playing with the alternator, there's going to be constant 12 volts to the alternator at the back of the alternator there. So we just need to undo the bolt the battery clamp on the battery, whether it's the positive or negative side. I'll take off the negative, that is fine, and that'll eliminate any arcing or anything to go wrong if it happens to come off and touch the any of the metal, any bracketry in there. So I'll go rip all that stuff off, and yeah, we'll get on the other side of it. Alright guys, just got the drive belt off the alternator and taking power off the back of it. As you can see, I was just giving it some light massaging to push it back. The bolt is tight at the bottom. Obviously I'm not reusing the alternator, so I don't care. I can just give it a bit of a love tap and just move it across. As you can see with the pulley set up here with the Falcon pulleys, they're actually a 6PK pulley like this one. And this one I did adapt the standard Suzuki Swift GTI drive belt assortment on it. What happened was, as I've made it work on this alternator, I had to enlarge the hole for the 4PK pulley to fit on the Falcon spindle. In this, it has now caused some problems for me where it's just slightly not aligned correctly, and it does throw the belt every now and again, which can and is a pain in the bum. So with this, I'm going to stick with the standard 6PK pulley setup there, and hopefully I'll have the clearance in there and still be able to run the same drive belt there with that one. So I'll keep on going and get the alternator out there for you. Alright, I've just got the old alternator out, and there's the new alternator there, so you can see the difference in the pulley, the height of the pulley there compared to the standard one there, the 4PK that I've put on. And if you can tell, there's a bit of wobble as you turn, so that is the main reason why it was throwing the belts. And with the new one, hopefully we'll eliminate that. I'll get this alternator in and we'll go from there. Alright guys, after some fluffing around, I'm able to get the alternator back in place, all fitted up, all the plugs in, nuts back on, drive belts nice and tight like a Toyga. So for anyone interested, I'm using a 4PK 850 length drive belt there. We're just with the 6PK pulley there. You can see that obviously we've got two exposed ribs there, which is fine. That's not going to make a difference with everything. Sits a lot more true. So I'll just keep going, put the air intake back on, put everything else back together, and I'll see you on the other side of that one. So I've got the air intake all fitted back up to the vehicle there. While we're going, just about to put the negative terminal back on and just see a bit of battery corrosion there. So best way to deal with that, clean it all off, is a bit of hot water. Normally you want to have a bit of bicarb soda. I don't have any. Hot water will do for this. Just pour the hot water straight on it. Look at that, brand new. So we'll get this all together and we'll start testing it all out. So the moment of truth to see if things have worked there. So we want to focus on the bulk gauge there. So just wait for the fuel pump just a moment. Yeah. Wait for the car to come up in revs. It is trying to warm up. Very good. I'll give it a chance for the car to come up in temperature, and we'll go and test some things out on it, see how it goes. So after some time now, letting the car warm up there, it all seems to be all pretty good there. With the lights on, it does sit quite nicely there, just above 13 volt. Now I seem to have a bit of high resistance possibly on the high beam side with the spotlights. As I go to put the high beams on for the spotlights, sometimes it will sit at 13 volts, sometimes it will sit at 12.5 volts. Disconnect the relay out of it, and I've cleaned it, reconnected it, and it's acting a bit better. That'll be something for me to chase down later on. I'm going to call it a success because everything seems to be working quite nicely as it is now. Thank you everyone for watching so far, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you.